Cats everywhere. Go on. All right. Let's get this going here. Nobody watching yet. Get this tripod and everything straightened out. I'm having a hard time seeing this screen. All right. Well, let's give it a few minutes for people to jump on here. They'll be on here yet. This may not be the best time to do these. I thought I'd try it though on a Saturday morning. See how it goes. There's my buddy Rich. How's it going, buddy? There's Mike. How's the audio here? There's a lot of wind coming through here this morning. Hopefully it's not too bad. That's the thing about these live videos. Look at that horses are running around crazy over there. That's the thing about these live videos. The darn wind is aggravating sometimes. Good so far. Good deal. All right. Let's see here. There's Josh. There's Alana. Y'all hear that horse running around? My neighbor's got some horses down here, and they are just running back and forth this morning. You get a better live video. They got some of these little cameras for these live videos you can take to like focus on different places while you're doing your live stream. I need to buy one of those. All right, Virginia Beach. There's Debbie Johnson. Trying to keep up with everybody here. This whole format has changed here on these live videos. I've not done one in about a month, I think. And screen looks totally different. It's hard to see what all's going on here. Okay, there's Mike. There's Mark. Oh, just to get this out of the way, I guess, so everybody knows what's going on. I still have the other tractor. So we now have two tractors here. So I did not trade the other tractor in. I just went ahead and got this new one right here, the TYM with the cab. You'll be seeing a lot of this tractor on future videos right here. All right. Danny Roberts, metal covers, 3 minutes up the road, huh? Metal covers. What do you do, Danny? I've never heard of that before. Metal covers. That's interesting. Might need your services one day for something, maybe. There's Phoenix, Arizona, Sweetwater. Good deal. The barn has been extremely slow, and the reason being because the schools are finally opening up next week to where Bruno will be going back to school 4 days a week. And hopefully then I can get a lot more stuff done here, guys. I've been sawing up tons of parts for it, but I've just been really limited on time. Really limited on time. Okay, Larry, met my buddy Bristol. Good deal. Up in Bristol, it's Freddie up there. Good deal. All right, let me see. I'm going to go through the Patreon here, guys, and answer their questions here first. And man, this whole format's changed on here. It's hard to see the chats and everything going on here. The whole screen has changed. Let's say about YouTube, for the people like me who create videos on here, every time you get used to something, they totally change it. You get used to it and really proficient at it, and they change the whole format, and it just screws everything up. It never fails. They changed up this whole screen here for me to look at. It's hard to see anything. My goodness. South Carolina, what's going on? All right. Let's see if I can find the darn questions on here and try to answer some of those. And a new video coming out tonight, guys. I just put it on Patreon a few minutes ago, but we will have a new video out this evening for you guys. It's nothing real great. It's kind of a mashup of a bunch of clips from the past few days, what I've been doing here at the mill. And we had a lot of rain here, so I was trying to get done pretty fast, so I didn't do any talking. I just kind of videoed what was going on. So not a really exciting video, but maybe something for you guys to watch tonight if you need something to watch. All right, I am totally lost here on my screens. Bear with me here. Finished video, the live. This is ridiculous. I don't know why they changed things up for. My goodness. Minnesota, how's it going there? My buddy Rich again. Germany, well, good deal there, Thomas. Let me see here. I think Thomas has got a birthday coming soon, if that's the same Thomas I'm thinking about there. All right, there's Carolyn. How's it going over there? Always good to hear from you. Over in Europe. Yep, on Monday. A good deal there, Thomas. I thought you might have a birthday coming up. Very large black clouds. I have not. Must be the way the windows, not the window, but the camera's coming through here. It's actually pretty clear, actually. It's not too bad. So I had about an inch of rain yesterday. Hopefully it's over with for a few days. Oregon, how's it going there, Alan? Hopefully you're doing good out there with all the wildfires going on. Okay, let me go to the Patreon people and answer their questions here. Lee Miller asked about, sorry about the background noise. They're doing some construction here at a house about 200 yards away, in case that's coming through. Lee Miller asked about drying on hackberry trees. Hackberry has an interlocking grain. These little hand movements here. It has an interlocking grain, so the grain interlocks like a spiral, like sycamore does. Therefore, on hackberry, if you don't quarter saw it, you're going to have a lot of waste at the very end of the day after it dries. If you flat saw that or rift saw it, or just saw it through and through, it's going to have a lot of drying defects because the interlocking grain's going on. But you can do that, but you want to oversize your boards. If you want a 6/4 board, you may want to saw 8/4 and plan on having a lot of waste when you're done sawing it. And as far as drying, the same thing, lots of weight on top of it, and hope for the best. If you got hackberry, quarter saw it if it's a good quarter saw candidate. If it's not, with lots of defects and the pith is off centered, maybe go 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch over your finished dimension boards to make up for that loss due to the interlocking grain. Hackberry's some nasty stuff. I stay away from stuff like that other than sycamore, because sycamore's so pretty. It's here. All right. So we got a lot of people watching now. It's good right there. Good deal. I didn't know what time to do this, if it'd be a good time or not here on Saturday morning. Is the portable sawmill, I'll try to grab this question here because it came up. Is the portable sawmill market saturated? I don't believe so. People call me looking for lumber all the time, and I have 2 or 3 guys I can send them to. How's it going, James? Good to see James on here. He's one of the moderators. He'll keep all that political crap out of here. And, well, good deal. Outdoors at the Mordens. There's Mike Morden, guys. Good to see Mike on here. Appreciate you watching there, Mike. I thought you'd be busy this morning, but appreciate seeing you on here. The portable sawmill market saturated? I don't believe so. I mean, there's a lot of sawmills out there. Wood Miser is making a lot of mills. I think they're about 10 weeks behind on new mills, but I don't think they're behind or nothing like that. I don't think the market's saturated. People call me all the time wanting sawmill lumber, and I don't do a lot of sawmill lumber as far as stuff for barns and fences and such. I send them to the other people that I know, and I've never had guys tell me in this market that I work in, than in Georgia and South Carolina. None of those guys are looking for work, put it that way. But having said that, do market research wherever you're at and make sure there's a need in your area, you know, if you're looking to get into this business here. All right. Hope that covered that. So get back to the Patreon stuff. If you have, and I may miss some questions here, guys. If you really want a good answer, I'm not sitting here asking for a handout, but if you got something you really want a good answer to, do the super chat feature there, and it will pop up and like takes over this new screen here on this format, and I'll see that, and it will kind of take precedent over everything else. What's going on, Dylan? So, and we appreciate that. That helps us out here. It gives us a little incentive to do more of these live videos here. Okay, Mike asked, do you have any help at all? Or I'm a solo operator here. I do all the video and the editing, the lumber stacking. Everything is done here by me. I have no employees, no help or nothing like that. And I'm going to keep it that way until the end of this year. My dad is retiring, I think in December. So probably around first of the year, we're going to start easing him in up here to where he helps me out about 2 or 3 days a week. And it's not really in need of an employee or workload or nothing like that. It's more or less something just to keep him busy, and he's wanting to do it. And I'm you know, it's going to be nice having family here helping you, because you know, you can't beat that right there. So Dad will be here around first of the year. You'll start seeing him in videos. You know, he probably won't take over the cameras or nothing like that, but you'll start seeing him in videos. And he's actually going to be in the video coming out tonight. So, sorry about the camera wobbling. I got 5 cats on this table that are fighting right now. We got cats everywhere here. There's 8 or 9 around here right now. All over the place. So, no employees, nothing in the near future, but Dad will be coming here to help a few days a week. And looking forward to that as well, because I could use a little extra help sometimes. Okay, Robert Evans, one of my longtime subscribers, he's been with me since the start back in 2015. You know, he's been with me a long time. He asked me what I would like to saw in the mill that I've never sawed before. I think it would be interesting to have some redwood on the sawmill. You know, that's out in California. Every once in a while, we'll see some old reclaimed redwood lumber come through this area. But it would be pretty interesting, I think, to saw into some redwood or some sequoia or something like that. That'd be interesting. All right, let me see here. I don't want to miss any of these no super chats yet, guys. So if one person will do me a favor, you can just give $1 if you want to. Do the super chat feature there. I just want to see how it works on this new format. And I'll give you a little shout out here. I'm just curious because the whole thing has changed. The whole YouTube format's changed here. And these cats are growling and scratching. They're wearing me out. Go on. My goodness, can't do nothing around here for cats around here. Eucalyptus, gosh, never seen anything around here that big enough to saw. Alright, so, Michael Hodges asked, other than the regeneration on the Yanmar, any other dislikes about it? No, no dislikes about the engine on the Sawmill. It runs just fine. The regeneration happens because, what did we just see? All right, Barry. Barry, thank you. Okay, that makes sense here. I appreciate that. So the super chat feature right there, Barry, appreciate it. Everybody give Barry a high five there for doing that. I was just trying to testing that out to see how it worked, and that's totally different as well, but it did kind of take over the whole screen over here. So thank you, Barry. Appreciate that. That helps us out here on these little live feeds. And let me see here. Answer us real quick. North Woods asked me anything I've not like to saw. I don't like sawing hickory on the sawmill. I'm not a fan of sawing hickory. Hickory's beautiful. It's a great wood, but man, it's aggravating. There's Killinger. You're not too late there, Killinger. It's about time you got in here. So thank you, Barry, for doing the super chat there. I really appreciate that. And it gives me an idea here of what the format is going to look like. Okay, a lot of bots elder, we do not, very rarely. A lot of it's in people's front yards and it's small diameter. If I talk too fast, I'm trying to catch all these questions here with putting emphasis on my Patreon people here. So the regeneration is not a big deal in the Yanmar. On the sawmill, it pretty much just does a clean out, that way not to have any death fluid or nothing like that. The only bad thing about that regeneration is it stinks. It's like a sulfur burning, and when the engine's running up there, you don't smell no exhaust or see no smoke or nothing. When it regenerates, there's no smoke, but it does stink pretty bad. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I have to turn the fans on usually to keep that odor going the other way, because it's probably not good to smell either. All right, another super chat from Alana, one of my longtime Patreon people. I really appreciate her. She's always commenting on the videos, and she's always really positive. You know, you can't beat that, positive people right there. There's no sense in being negative. I hate negative comments. I delete most of them because it does nobody no good. The kiln is not being emptied yet, Alana. A lot of that wood, I'll be talking about that in a video here in a few days, is going to my buddy Freddie. He's opening up a new woodworking store in Bristol, Tennessee, and I'm going to start selling a lot of my slabs up there due to the store in North Carolina shutting down and not reopening. So we're kind of waiting on him to give me the go-ahead here in a few days, probably start bringing some of that stuff up there to him. The kiln is full of 8-quarter, 9-quarter walnut and cherry, and once it's out of there, I'm going to be putting in probably the nicest log I ever sawed. It was about a 30-inch wide walnut on the slab widths, and that will be going in there next. That's going to be a really nice load going in the kiln. But thank you for the super chat, and thank you for the question, and I appreciate you for supporting me all this time. It really means a lot to me. Why did you change tractors? That tractor has a cab. That's one of the main reasons right there. Heat and air right there, and being out of the elements, And another reason is the transmission. We'll go into that in detail next week on videos. And it will really make sense to you when I show you the transmission on that one and how it's better suited for what I do here. All right. Okay, he's going to be located up in Bristol on the old Bristol Highway. We'll go up there and do a full tour with you guys. I'll take you guys with me when I start taking lumber up there. I'll take the cameras with me and show you guys the store and go from there. The other tractor is in the garage, still here. All right, so I'm trying to keep up here. There's a lot going on with these live videos here. Ever consider going electric? Electric would be nice. I enjoy diesel engines, though. I probably wouldn't do it because I like the diesel, I like the torque, and I'm just a big diesel fan. Okay, there. Let me interrupt that real fast there. I'm trying to keep up here. There's another super chat, rather. I'm having a hard time reading the screen now. From Andrea. If I pronounce your name wrong, look over my southern accent there. Really appreciate your videos in the UK. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. I got a lot of people in the UK that watch my videos, and it tickles me to death. So I really appreciate that. And thank you guys for watching today and sending that little super chat to us. That really means a lot. Rich, the super chat, if you're on your iPhone watching this, or if you look below the chat bar at the very bottom, there's a little dollar symbol right below, right beside of a happy face. If you click that dollar symbol, you can do a super chat. You can pick $1, $5, whatever. We appreciate anything anybody does for us here. But it's right there at the bottom of the chat screen. There's a little dollar symbol right there. All right, let me see here. So, Andrea Grehan, Grehan. I probably can't pronounce that correctly, so I apologize for that, but really appreciate that. Back to that question. I really get lost here on these chats here and going back and forth on the questions. He asked about if I would like to do electric ever. My buddy Tim Fuller runs electric on his sawmill. He lights it. I don't have three-phase power here. I'd have to get a large inverter to run a three-phase power machine. And I just like the diesel, guys. I'm just a fan of the diesel engines. So my next truck will probably be a diesel truck. I got a 2500 gas Chevy right there I've had for years, but the next one will probably be a diesel. I'm really a fan of diesel engines. All right. All right. See you, Danny. Appreciate you stopping by. All right, the last question here on Patreon, then I'll get focused on you guys, is by Ralph. He talks about the dry and wet bulb and how that works with the kiln, how I get the unit up to 159 degrees. Okay, with that kiln, to get it to 150 degrees is kind of difficult sometimes. You kind of I got those 4 little work lights that are up on the top shelf, and those things get hot, and that helps heat up that room a lot faster. And I can get that temperature in the kiln to go up a lot faster by using those work lights. It happens a whole lot faster. The dry bulb and wet bulb. The dry bulb is the temperature inside the kiln, and the wet bulb is the temperature on a wick that's engulfed in water inside the kiln. And what you do is you look at both those readings, and the difference between them is called the wet bulb depression. If you got 120 on the dry bulb, 90 on the wet bulb, there's a 30-degree depression between them. I take that number, I look at my chart that came with my kiln, and it will tell me the humidity inside the kiln. So that's how that works right there. It really doesn't help you with drying or nothing like that. It just gives you a reading to show you the environment inside the kiln. So if it's 30, I think if it's a 30-degree depression between the two, I think the EMC in there is about 5.5. So that means it's a pretty dry environment. So, there's so many variables in drying wood in that kiln. I learn stuff all the time with that kiln. It's just a lot, you could do a whole video series just on how to do the measurements on that. And just when I think I got it figured out, I learned something different. All right, Carolyn, there's my girl right there. Looks like Bruno's going for ice cream tonight. Well, I appreciate that, Carolyn. We always look forward to your comments here on the videos. Really appreciate that. So, one of the Wood-Mizer dealers in North Carolina actually talks about your comments. He watches all the videos, and he'll always talk about Carolyn and her comments. So you're the talk of the office at the Wood-Mizer location down in North Carolina. I think it might be kind of interesting to you to know that. Russell. How do you price your different woods? It's my wood is priced on the market that I live in, and what it's kind of like houses for sale. You do a study on where you live, what other woods are selling for, as in what you do houses on that same species, and like comps, and you go from there. I hope that made sense. Let me say it a different way. So if I'm selling my house, I do comps on other houses like this in my area. So if I got a really nice walnut slab, I can't sell it for what it would sell for in downtown Chicago or up in New York City, at a high retail environment. I got to sell it for what 3 other mills within 100 miles from me might be selling the same stuff for. You got to do research, a lot of research in selling lumber. Get them to send me a meal. Yeah, I'll tell them about that. I can't even get them to send me a meal. But you never know. You never know. Okay, so we're back to the questions here. Somebody hit the thumbs down. My goodness. That's hard to believe, doing a little live video here and somebody hit the thumbs down. I tell you what, people. Can't make everybody happy. Greetings from the PA. How's it going there, Craig? A comparison, probably won't do a comparison because there is no comparison. This tractor right here is just it's top of the line as far as the bells and whistles and the features on it. The technology on the other tractor is just years behind on this one right here. But we will do in the next few days a full walk around of this tractor, and I'm still learning the stuff on it. There's a lot of stuff on it now. Doesn't like red coats. All right. Let me see here. Hey, from Mississippi. You're right about that. One in every crowd. You're exactly right about that. And let me see. Got the cats everywhere around here. Let me see if I can grab one of these cats. Come here, Cabbage. He's being lazy. Got cats everywhere around here. I can't get them up here all the time. South Africa. That's interesting. People down South Africa. There's the pajama people. You're exactly right. Mama cat is probably in the house. She's an indoor-outdoor kind of cat. Everybody else has to live outside and sleep in the garage. But Mama cat gets the royal treatment. She comes in the house at night. And something clear up something else. Mama cat is not the mother of all these kittens. And all these kittens have been spayed and neutered as well. Another mama cat showed up at a neighbor's house and she couldn't take care of it, so we took it in and inherited all those kittens and that mama cat. But everybody's been spayed and neutered, so hopefully we'll have no more kittens around here for a long time. Here's Cabbage. Out of all the kittens, Cabbage is the biggest. He's a hoss. And we named him Cabbage because his head looked like a cabbage head when he was born. He's a good boy, though. He's a big guy. He's a good guy. Good boy. We like our cats around here. There's Bruno. You want to come say hi, Bruno? Bruno's here, guys. All right. Let me see here. Hey, Cabbage. Get on in here, bud. Here is the prodigal son. Say hi.
Hi.
There's my boy. Carolyn bought you ice cream, Bruno.
What?
Yeah, come here. Say thank you. Come here.
Thank you.
Say thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you, Kevin.
Okay. Good job.
Carolyn.
Yeah. Yeah. Bruno's 9 years old, guys. In case anybody's wondering, he's 9 years old. All right. So, and something else I don't talk about a lot here. Bruno does have autism. So when he comes over and says some different little phrases and stuff like that, that's he's a little bit different from everybody else. But he's perfect in my mind. But he does have autism. He's 9 years old. Best boy in the world. All right. There's my buddy Rich. Appreciate that, Rich. He's also a Patreon guy. He's a double supporter today. Well, appreciate that, buddy. Brian, I will tell Bruno you said hello. There's a Brian there. You're exactly right about that. Everybody is different. I am definitely different. I'll tell you that. So, I am caught up here on the Patreon people. Thanks everybody over there for supporting the channel. It helps us out a lot here for these cameras. There's my buddy Monty from Michigan, late to the show here. Greetings from the other side. There's Richard over in Boone. Boone's a very nice town. It's about an hour away. I love going over there sometimes. Not been over there since COVID. I've not really been anywhere this year. Canceled the vacation to Disney. We canceled everything. But kind of enjoyed being at home more, though, to be honest with you. It's not been too bad. I'm kind of a homebody anyways. All right. Meditate. Well, I appreciate you watching there, Matthew. How long have we been on here for? We've been on here for 24 minutes. We'll do about 30 minutes here. Been sawmilling since about 2010, about 10 years now. About 10 years. The first place, probably just go out to eat and not have to wear a mask. They got a mask mandate in this county. You got to wear a mask everywhere, or they won't even let you in and serve you. So hopefully that'll be over soon, because that mask wearing is not fun. Magnolia, I sure did. Done it a few weeks ago, and there's a video in my library on milling some magnolia up. Yeah, Graham, my boy is extremely intelligent on math and stuff like that. He is way above his age level and stuff like that. It's amazing how some stuff they struggle with and some stuff they just exceed everybody else. It's just a really, really interesting. Hello from Oregon. How's it going, Mike? Answer this question again. Did we trade the tractor? No, we just got a new one. The other one is in there. So just got a new one. Jen and B, yeah, I did see that. Sorry I didn't reply there, Jeff. I get so many messages and emails. I was so busy this week trying to get this stuff done before the rain hit. And I appreciate you letting me know about that. I didn't have time to reply, but I probably have to pass on those. I got so much timber here on the ground, so much going on. Okay, another question on Patreon. I totally forgot about. I think Rich asked about the barn progress. The barn got put behind because of COVID, because I had Bruno here homeschooling. Next Monday, they start school back, though, 4 days a week. So hopefully, I will be able to get stuff done here next week and get that barn going. I got a lot of 2x4s ready to go and a lot of stuff to go as well. So hopefully, we'll get that going. Who do you order your blades from? All my blades come from Wood-Mizer. I've never tried any other manufacturer on the sawmill blades aside Wood-Mizer. They've always worked perfectly for us. How big? The new kiln will be 10 by 17, I believe. It will do 4,000 square feet total. Right, 2 tractors at once. I doubt that. You'll probably have a hard time getting me out of this one right here. It's a Cadillac right there. That's a nice tractor to drive. Okay, what motivates you to do all these videos? Well, Rich, the YouTube has, over time. Sorry, Rich. Very interesting, Davey. Thank you for posting that. I'll share that with my wife later. We get, you never know about the future, and you always like to see, kind of success stories like that. So thank you for sharing that with us. That's really interesting. Where's my wife? She's on here now. Good deal. So that's interesting, Davey, and good for her. That's very interesting to see right there. Rich, as far as the videos, the YouTube videos, with time and with growth, has turned into a business of its own. And like any small business, you want to be successful at it, and that really motivates us to keep things going as we grow and get bigger. So that's really what the motivation is right there, and to share with you guys what we're doing here. And I've always enjoyed sharing what goes on here at the channel. So, all right, let me see here. Okay, well, what's your daughter's name, Davey? What's her name? I'd be curious to see what her name is. There's Carolyn, and you may have missed it there, Linda, but Carolyn bought ice cream for tonight. So tonight, Bruno's getting ice cream on Carolyn. All right. Kelsey. All right. Well, Kelsey Johnson. Congratulations there, Kelsey, for a successful career as being a librarian. That's something else with all those adversities to go through. That's awesome. That's more than I've ever done here on this channel. That's really interesting. All right. So, no other cats are coming around. They were on here knocking the tripod over earlier, but now they all went to sleep. The garden is about done for the year. I think I got some green beans to pick that came on late, but we'll probably be breaking that thing down here on the channel the next few weeks. And I kind of not even weeded it lately. It could use a little bush hogging, to be honest with you, because all the weeds kind of came up after we got done harvesting. But we'll probably go in there in the next few weeks, pull up all of our poles and our sticks. We'll go in there and have it bush hauled down, and then I'll come through and till it up for the winter. May throw a cover crop in there, I'm not sure. All right, so let me see here. There's my buddy Gaston. Brian Steele, gotta go here. There's Brian, he's headed out. 100,000 by, my goal is 100,000 by the end of the year, Rich. I actually said that the other day. We was talking about the channel. I'd love to get there by the end of the year. That would be nice. All right. Let me see here. All right, so we're caught up on all the super chats are caught up. Patreon is done. We're into it about 30 minutes. And more people are watching than I thought would today. It ain't too bad. The winters here in Tennessee are not too bad. Growing up, they were pretty cold, but anymore, man, the winters here are really mild. If anything, they're really wet, and it doesn't get really cold here, so the ground doesn't freeze. So it's kind of aggravating using equipment. We're in Tennessee. You know, tractors and machines out here moving around, logs and stuff, you can make a mess real fast in the wintertime. You know, it would be, I wish it would get colder so the ground would freeze so you could actually have something decent to drive on and not make a mud hole every time you want to move something around. And it's actually cooling off here finally. It's in the 70s today. Really nice weather here today. Well, good deal there, Atlanta. I saw where you bought one of those. I actually have one or two of those actually as well, so appreciate that. I would not mind a snowy winter, to be honest with you. That'd give me another excuse to turn the heater on and use that tractor right there and do some snow plowing. So I don't think I'd mind it at all. All right. Okay, Will, I don't know where you're located at there, buddy, but there's several large sawmills, and I'm sure you could probably find a job if you look hard enough. And a small mill like mine would not be a good place to get your foot in the industry. You probably want to go to a larger mill to experience a high production mill. I'm not a high production sawmill or nothing like that. You're exactly right. The allergy to mud. You know, we deal with it. We have it here, but it would be really nice if we would have the ground freeze. It's aggravating. It's really aggravating. All right. Let me see here. Yeah, Will, just find you a good sized mill or find you a forester that works for the state you live in and tell them what you're wanting to do, and they will know of probably a better opportunity than you should find, by looking through somebody like me. All right, they're out of there. Battery powered chainsaw is a beast. I love that thing. It's expensive. It's several $100s, but the battery also powers the steel leaf blower, which is a necessity for a sawmill to clean your mill off at the end of the day, and it works really good. And the best thing about it is I guess, is how you just grab it and go. There's no, there's no priming a bulb, no pulling a ripcord or nothing. You just push the button, and there you go, and you're good to go. And it's hard to beat that steel chainsaw, the battery power. Works great. All right. Ronald down in Nashville. Good deal. No, yeah, and small stuff. You're exactly right about that. Very good for small diameter, because my big chainsaw will sometimes jump off stuff that's really small diameter. Graham, no, I've not cut anything yet in a long time, but we have a walnut tree here I'm going to be cutting this fall. It's actually dead standing, maybe rotten in the middle. It's over here in the fence line. I got to work on this fence line this fall as well. But we'll be doing that soon and using the new tractor there to pull it out. I got to get a grapple for the tractor. I've got a third function valve. Should be here next week that we ordered yesterday from TYM. So hopefully that'll be here next week so we can get the power beyond going on this tractor, the third function valve, so we can put the grapple on it. Got to have a grapple for a tractor, guys, if you got a sawmill. That's like having, that's one of the best tools you can have is that grapple. The pallet forks are great, but the grapple is just makes everything just kind of flow nicely all together. All right, so not bad on the views. Everybody's caught up, answered all the super chats. Really appreciate those. And I think we're going to call this one about done. Not very often, Debbie. Not very often on the lawns full of metal. No, it's not a Branson. That's a TYM tractor. Done videos the past few days about that. You can go back and watch those on my buddy Tony delivering it to us actually about a week ago. No, there's no more rain actually. I guess it's the way the tint is on this camera and the phone. Well, maybe I'm wrong. That does look like a rain cloud actually. Maybe hopefully it goes around though. All right, let me see here. Favorite wood to cut and mill is walnut. Second one is white oak when I can quarter saw it. Get back to work, Dylan. That's enough watching there, buddy. You're exactly right. Get back on that new sawmill. He's got him an LT15 wide a few weeks ago. All right, Rich, take care. Good talking to you, everybody. Get back to the field work. Let me see here. Favorite wood to cut. I answered that. All right, there's Doug. I think I'm caught up here. All right, guys. So thanks for the super chats. Be watching tonight for the new video to drop. It should be out about 7 or 8 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock, something like that. The Catalpa is still over there. I'm not even got to that thing yet. We'll be getting to that pretty soon, though. I won't have to lie on the ground too long. Being a softwood, even though it's a hardwood, it won't last very long on the ground. I want to get that sawed up probably the next month or two, get that thing on stickers. All right, so I think we're caught up here. Good deal. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Another reminder, tonight be looking out for the new video. It drops about 6 o'clock. It's more of a mashup, kind of just some little things been going on here for the past few days. No real talking or nothing like that, but just some tractor stuff and some sawmill stuff. And at the very end of it, some trees getting taken down over in Iowa by my buddy Tim. So a pretty neat little video, about 8 minutes, something like that. And to block that one out. All right, so if I don't stop, the questions will keep coming. The longest log I cut a 20-footer for my buddy Steve Hammond's, a poplar a few years ago, and I hope to never do that again. That was really aggravating. That log moved and just had stress in it the whole time. It was really aggravating. All right, Carolyn, thank you again, and thanks for the ice cream for Bruno. Appreciate that. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you guys tonight about 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Hay equipment yet? No, there's Jack, my buddy Jack, coming in here. And Urban Records, you have been blocked there, buddy. This is not your little platform there, pal. Go somewhere else and do the work and earn your subscribers there. Get out of here. Jack, I have not, but that's coming up soon. And Jack, I need to get up there, man. He got a brand new or older LT40 sawmill. I think it's got a carriage on it, so he's actually riding on that thing. I'd like to get up here and video you using that thing one day there, bud. If you don't care, I'll send you a message there. I think people like to see that. Not a lot of people have seen those wood misers that have the seats on them. All right, goodbye, Debbie. Appreciate it. Come on by, Jack. I will take you up on that, buddy. I will message you here in the next day or two. I need to get up there. Let me see here. Biggest diameter. Carolyn, email me your address there. My email address is on all the videos. outofthewoodsforestry@gmail.com. Send us your email there. My wife wants to reach out to you, it looks like. Biggest diameter. I'm not sure what you're asking there. Richard, I will tell Bruno you said hello. No doubt about that. There's Ronald. So, all right. We're done, guys. Thanks for watching. New video comes out tonight. Thanks for the super chats. And we'll do this live video again next weekend, guys. This was pretty fun here. We'll try to do this every Saturday if I can get things lined up here. The biggest diameter log was the black walnut I sawed up last May. I believe it was about 40 inches. That's going in the kiln next, actually, as well. About 40 inches. So thanks for watching, guys. Now I'm going to lean up here and try to turn this camera off and See you guys tonight, 6 o'clock. Don't miss it. Hit that like button tonight. When the video comes up, hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. It helps the video out.